Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Naveen here, and today we are going to review the best three lenses for the Sony A6500. So let's begin.
Hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, hold tight.
So starting off with the first lens, this is a Rokinon 85mm f1.4 portrait lens. This is fully manual lens, and oh my god, this is the best lens you can get for this price. It is best for portrait, and the aperture is at f1.4. That's basically a very wide opening of the lens itself, to get the more shallow depth of field images, which is perfectly suitable for portrait. So let's see how this looks. So this is the aperture plate, as you guys already know. So this is a click placed aperture, and it starts at f1.4 and goes till f22. That's the best thing of this. I just love to use that f1.4. That really makes a lot of sense to have this lens, because for only this thing, the f1.4. This is the beast. I can say you can get at a very low price. I don't know why they sell it for so cheaper prices, because the same equivalent of this from the Sony G Master lenses retails about $14 to $1300, more than that I believe. And the only thing it has is autofocus and the f1.4, and maybe possibly the reason why it could be of higher price is that the glass material itself could be much high quality compared to this lower price model. So Rokinon always sells a lot of their products at this price tag, and they are really good. So let's see how the front element looks like. So this is the front element. I hope you're able to see it pretty good. So this is the front element. I don't have any filter as of yet. Probably I will just order it in a couple of days. So this is really good. So let me just open the back element as well, so you can see how well this looks. This is actually very brilliant. See this aperture, how wide it opens. You will get a really amazing pictures right at f1.4. I've never seen any manual lens basically to do that kind of a work, but this actually does that. Right at f1.4 you will get some amazing sharp images that I've not seen from any of the lenses. And the other advantage, or the thing that you will get using this is it has its own metal hood, and that's again the advantage. For Sigma line of lenses, basically they do not provide this hoods. Though after spending so much of money, you actually have to spend some more money to get this metal hood, and that's one another advantage of having this Rokinon line of Rokinon or Bower. There are a few other names with the same name, but Samyang as well. So that's another advantage. It's purely made up of metal. So this is the first lens I prefer to use. That is the Rokinon 85mm f1.4 for the Sony E-mount. This is the best lens for portrait, I can say. So let's go to the next lens and see what's in the line. Coming to the second lens, this is from the Sony itself. This is the Sony 18-105 f4 constant aperture lens, and this has power zoom as well. So this is I know probably I can say this is also a very good lens for the price point, and it also has the OSS, that is the image stabilized, and this is also a very good piece. The only problem with this lens is that this is at f4, so you may not get very good shallow depth of field images or video using this, but this is really good comparing to the price point that it sells. It's about 500, 550 or $560 somewhere. But the only advantage you can see using this lens is that this has a power zoom. So if you're doing some videos, and if you're doing some videos or some events or some other events basically, then probably you can use this, because this has the option to go from 18-105 using this power zoom button. And I believe this is also the G Master series of lenses which Sony does. So these are some high quality lenses and it really is a really good piece of lens, probably I can say. uh, so let's see how the front element looks. So I already have a filter placed on it. This is from Amazon. Let's see the back of it. So this is what I was saying. So comparing this, the Sony 18-105 with the Rokinon 85mm f1.4, you can see how this matters. So using this, the Rokinon, you can get some amazing shadow depth of field, but whereas this, using this, you may not get it. But if in case you zoom all the way to f1.4, and you can only get using this when you have completely zoomed up to 105mm, so that will make the difference. But you can clearly see like the shallow depth of field probably you can attain more is using the Rokinon 85mm f1.4, and this actually retails about 500 or 560 or $580 somewhere, and this just comes up at $250. So that makes a lot of difference, and the build quality of both these lenses is very good. But the Rokinon is really solid build, and it is purely made up of metal, so that makes a lot of weight added to this lens as well. But probably you will not use this lens every time or everywhere you go, because considering the fact that this is at 85mm and it just suits perfectly for portrait. So that was the second lens. This is the Sony 18-105mm. I will post a video and photo samples using all of these lenses. So let's go to the next lens, which is the best YouTube lens, preferably I can say, because a lot of people use it. So let's switch to that lens and show you how it looks. So coming to the last lens for this video, this is the Sigma 18 to 35mm f1.8 constant aperture lens. The Sigma MC11 adapter allows me to mount Canon EF mount to the Sony E mount. So this is another best lens that you can get if you are into any product photography or any event photography. Then probably you can get this lens, because this is a one of a kind of a lens that you can get, because there is nothing as such as 18mm f1.8 available in the market. The only disadvantage of having this mounted on the Sony A6500 is that there is no image stabilization, and this adapter actually makes a lot of noise. So that's probably a disadvantage, and autofocus is also not so well compatible as compared to Sony 18-105mm lens. And this is the most heaviest lens that I have for the Sony Alpha 6500 camera. So that completes the lenses which I use. I will post a video and photo samples for every of the lens which I use, and you can probably just come to a conclusion that which one will suit your requirement. So that's it, guys. So this was just an overview of the lenses which I use on my Sony Alpha 6500 body. I will post in-depth review of each and every lens alongside with the camera itself. So just stick on to my channel and subscribe to it, and leave in your feedback or questions if you have anything. Probably I will try to answer them. Thanks guys, take care, bye.